We still have dangerous cyclone Alfred that has recently made landfall in the last couple of hours over southeastern Queensland and a few islands there, and it's still bringing some very heavy rain in those areas, including Brisbane, and still some strong winds. And it's also affecting spots in New South Wales, but not as much as Queensland. So let's see what's left from this thing. So it's still there, just made landfall. You still keep leaving those heavy rains there. And this is already like Saturday night, tomorrow, already still shows some very heavy storms. This goes by Sunday morning or something, still shows the remains of this there, like Sunday, especially later Sunday afternoon, and then the low pressure finally goes inland and starts dissipating, but still shows some leftover storms there Sunday. So this is already Monday, shows some leftover storms over New South Wales and Queensland as well. Be mindful of those storms in the Northern Territory, still those afternoon storms. And then this goes there Monday, some rain Sydney too, and other spots further inland might be heavier, so be careful. Still shows in Queensland a storm or two by Tuesday, and the remnants of the moisture from Alfred are still sticking around New South Wales. This goes still storm or two probably on Wednesday, New South Wales and maybe Queensland. And then finally by next Thursday, the moisture is like totally gone from this system, but there's a few storms still remain, those afternoon storms Thursday, but not that strong in a few spots there, and a few coastal showers in Queensland. So this goes there, but the worst from this might remain until Monday, the heaviest rain. So please stay safe right now as this is happening, but be aware the rainfall continue over the next couple of days. There's the GFS as well, shows the system there. Still more storms Saturday, tomorrow, into Sunday too, spots in New South Wales and Queensland. And then Monday, still a few storms in Queensland by the GFS and New South Wales too. So Tuesday, still a few storms there. Wednesday, a thing or two left, but nothing so crazy. So please stay safe now. There's the access. So let's see here the access, and then we'll check the high resolution models. So just made landfall shows there like very heavy rain associated with the rest of this, including over Brisbane and some other spots southeastern Queensland. Then into Saturday, tomorrow, still some very heavy rain, and Sunday over northern New South Wales, and be careful those storms. There might be a stronger to severe storm in those spots, even some rain Sydney. This goes Wednesday, and then it's mostly gone after that. So please stay safe. There's the access for like northern New South Wales and Queensland, still shows this moisture there. Some heavier bands of moisture, maybe north of Brisbane as well. Now there's further north to New South Wales too. So the rain accumulation from this high resolution model does show like this is just 12 hours until like, because this is in European time, so it might be until Saturday night tomorrow, because it's already Saturday morning there. So it shows here some spots already to 141 millimeters, not spots like 69, and especially like in the ocean, but in those islands in Queensland to 153, spots in Brisbane show like 37, go close to 70, but it has increased this to 24 hours. It shows the worst of this rainfall for further north, like upwards of 600 millimeters by this model. In Brisbane has like upwards of 206, and the rainfall accumulations is on the top left here of the screen, if you can see. So it does show some other spot like further south Gold Coast to 120, another spots to 202. But this model has the worst, like further north there, north of Brisbane, in other spots there. But some different models might have the worst further south, so it depends on the exact model and outcome. But this one supports 700 in some towns there. Especially be careful those rivers. The flooding does have more to New South Wales too. So please stay safe. There's this one for northern Queensland, but it's outside of the range of the cyclone. There's this one for northern New South Wales. This one does show more further south, like some 500-meter spots southernmost Queensland. It cuts off right in Gold Coast, but we can manage to see here like 200 or more, close to 300 in Gold Coast. And this model does have northern New South Wales to 300, a few spots there as well, like 200, and does have further south as well, like 70 to 100 meters, 159 in a few spots. So please stay safe, be careful. Now for some global models. There's the European next there, so it does have those areas north of Brisbane to 300 and like 328. It does have in Brisbane to 272, especially this river running through there. Be really careful. And has more in Gold Coast as well, some 126, and other spots of northern New South Wales close to 100. But if I put this until March 12th, it does show the remnants of this bringing those storms to New South Wales, like March 9th, March 10th, and the 11th. There'll still be those storms there, like I showed you, and does show like some 198 millimeters, 144, 157. It has in Sydney to 92, and potentially might be some thunderstorms, and some others like 180 in Coffs Harbour, 95 or more. But be careful those inland parts of Queensland are not Queensland, New South Wales, are both Queensland and New South Wales. But these interior areas here in New South Wales, be careful those storms, but especially the immediate trouble now. That's happening right now, like those areas north of Brisbane might have the worst rainfall. And be aware of those tropical thunderstorms in the north as well. During the next few days, 60 plus millimeters from some passing storms in Northern Territory, northwestern Australia, and to northernmost Queensland. So just be aware there too. And a few fronts like to southern Western Australia, and other spots there, New Zealand, to some more fronts in the southwest, and Tasmania, a few showers too. So please be aware, but focus on the main thing on this cyclone. Please, that's the immediate danger. There's like the access for the accumulations. This is the access itself, is not the high resolution model, but in my opinion, it's more high resolution than the European. So it does show here like 500 millimeters in Brisbane, like 545 in Brisbane. This will cause some devastating flooding. So please be careful. Some other spots further north as well. It has more to interior areas of southeastern Queensland, and does have some other spots like Gold Coast to 200 millimeters, some other spots to 300, not 300, 230, and the parts of 500, like I showed you near Brisbane, and other spots further north. So please be careful. Show spots to northeastern New South Wales to 253, another spot like Coffs Harbour close to 130, and other spots there. And those interior sections, the accesses those storms as well, like 234 millimeters. And does have in Sydney like some 61 in Sydney, and even more just south of Sydney. But the location of these specific storms is hard to predict with these models. But this one often does very well. There's the icon too, shows also right over Brisbane, close to 531 millimeters. The high resolution models and the European, they were just north of Brisbane, the worst, but the axis and the icon are like right over Brisbane. So please stay safe there. 534, 443, and now it's past 200. This is the 5-day accumulation. If I put just until Monday, shows slightly less, but like most of these will fall in less than 48 hours. So if I put this to just 24 hours, I show like 500 millimeters in 24 hours. This could be particularly devastating and potentially catastrophic. So please stay safe in Sydney, some other spots of New South Wales, interior spots, some stronger storms, and more into like northern Australia, those passing storms. So please stay safe, and we'll talk about those other areas soon. So now for wind, this is happening right now there. I talked to some friends there. I have most have lost power in Gold Coast and other spots. So please continue staying safe there and be careful. This is the icon shows those gusts there still around 99 spots to 78, and so this coast there, so it's still strong, especially the northern coast of New South Wales had some very strong gusts. I hope everybody's okay. Now spots in northeastern New South Wales, so this goes there, and the wind started dying down as we go into Sunday. But still those in storms on the run, so this might be very gusty within those storms, so be careful. There's the European too, shows even less already, but still shows quite gusty in those storms there. And let's see these high resolution models, they might have some better data on those wind gusts. So right now is Saturday morning, the ice like right there that made landfall, and still has like tweet heads close to 90 km per gust, Gold Coast some 89, 90 just north of it, so this goes there, and still has the excess, not for like Queensland, has like 95 km per gust in Brisbane, some other spots to 100, some islands there close to 105, 106, and other points there. So please stay safe. This wind is not over yet, and even later, just Saturday night and early Sunday, some other spots of the coast there might be rough still. So stay safe in some interior spots, like a few stronger gusts in some interior spots there. So please be careful. Those areas, there's the GFS that's so weak that it isn't even worth showing. But what is worth showing is some other spots in Australia. They might be slightly breezier, like this front on the west and South Australia Saturday, slightly breezier than normal, some 63 km per gust. In New South Wales, of course, because the rounds of the system, and other spots slightly breezier. So just keep that in mind. And yeah, the heat is still extreme, but nothing crazy. Yeah, for some it's crazy, like 40 degrees, but that shows some 30 is like 4 is still. So Saturday does cool down at night, but Sunday in South Australia close to 41, 42 degrees. There's the European too, might show more precise in some spots there to 42 degrees, even 43 as spotted to South Australia. So stay safe Sunday, this goes there, and Monday afternoon there'll likely be this front here, this temperature change, but does show like 43 degrees spots there in Northern Territory, some 40s in the south, other spots in Queensland, Western Queensland, some 40s, and all the way down to Victoria, like 38, 37, and New South Wales. So stay safe there. And still by Tuesday, the 11th, show like some widespread 40s, Western Queensland, South Australia, and spots of the Northern Territory, too, some 43 degrees. So please stay safe there. Spots of South Australia too, and Northern Territory, and it might remain kind of like that in areas of low rainfall. Be careful with fire danger too, and just be aware of those passing storms there, Northern Australia, especially this system, of course. But now for Fiji, Vanuatu, those areas until March 12th, next 5 days, shows in Vanuatu some more, and this light red is just around 60 millimeters. Only this really dark here is like 130 in some spots, but the light red is around 60, 70 millimeters. but be careful spots of Vanuatu. More rain there, a few more storms in Fiji to like 57 millimeters, 74. Some specific spots there close to 141, but sometimes this model shows like specific spots, and some other models might have the strongest storms in some more specific spots. It's hard to pinpoint where the strongest rain, the heaviest rain will be, but just be careful. And then shows Matau to some 90 millimeters, some more showers and thunderstorms in Samoa, but nothing that crazy, and some passing thunderstorms near like Tonga, northern Tonga especially. French Polynesia, some passing showers in 20 millimeters, 30, 35, 40. Nothing crazy, just be careful with any occasional thunderstorms and some showers there. Some long range until March 17th does increase around Vanuatu, some in Fiji, increases some in French Polynesia, but not that much. So that the main action might be from Vanuatu to the Cook Islands, and spots of Tuvalu as well might have more rain. Tokelau and spots like near just north of Samoa too. But stay safe. And Papua New Guinea, Western Guinea, some very heavy rain, those tropical moisture. In just 5 days already shows some heavier downpours to Marshall Islands, near the intertropical convergence zone. More passing showers and storms. Nothing that extreme, but be careful passing showers and storms. In the northern Kiribati, more showers. And especially in the northeastern Philippines, the Europeans like to 200 millimeters next 5 days. This seems weird, but sometimes these things happen in the eastern Philippines because of the winds. So be careful. All the spots on the eastern Philippines, basically the eastern coast of these islands, and of course Indonesia, those heavy tropical downpours in Sumatra, in those areas. So stay safe there. And we'll talk more about this when we talk about Asia, some other videos, but they'll show some more shower activity, maybe a few thunderstorms in Cambodia, Vietnam, southern Thailand, and southern India, slightly more rainfall too. And we have a full video for Madagascar, Mozambique, on the cyclone there, so please stay tuned for that if you know someone there. And please be careful, this system there in Australia happening right now, and warn others. New Zealand, some passing showers like into Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, few showers in the north, but we might have the stronger front Monday, southern New Zealand, and some more showers in Waitangi, Tuesday and Wednesday, more spots later, and maybe another front by the 13th. But we'll keep watching this, nothing that crazy. The temperature's mild, just slightly colder in the mountains, and at night in some areas. So stay safe.